and that's solving radical equations. So solving radical equations are not difficult. The only thing that kind of stumps up some people are these extraneous solutions. And extraneous solutions, I like to say, are just fake answers. And no, I'm not trying to make any reference to politics or who I support or who I don't support, but if it helps you remember it, let's go with it. It's kind of like fake news. Fake solutions, extraneous solutions are like fake news. If that was something that makes you remember it, then go for it. So I like to say they're fake answers or fake solutions. So if it helps you remember it, it's like fake news. I don't know if that helps. Okay, and that's basically what it says. It's just a solution that does not satisfy the original equation, okay? So we've talked about how square roots and squares cancel each other out. So if I had the square root of x squared, it's just x. They cancel each other out. Well, that's kind of what we're doing today. So when we solved something before, like if we had x squared equals 9, we would square root, right? Well, this time we have the square root equals 9. So how do we get rid of that square root? Well, we're going to square everything. What do you do one side, you have to do the other. That gets you x, and 9 is 81. So we have to check. So square root of x, so we put 81 in there. And does it equal 9? Well, it does, so we're good. All right. Let's skip number 2 because that's kind of like 4. Because I don't think we have to do every example. All right, so to get rid of this, we have to square it. The square and the square root cancel out. And 7 squared is 49. Well, how do we move the 3 over? Well, because it's divided, we have to multiply. Remember solving equations in the beginning of the year? Remember how I told you it would never leave you? Here's another example. 49 times 3 is 147, and that would be your answer. Well, how do you check it? Well, we should be good at that because we did it a lot in the beginning of the year. So you take 147, because that's the x, the divided by 3 equals there, and that's 7. And you say, what is 147 divided by 3? Well, that's 49. And what's the square root of 49? Well, it's 7, so we're good. Okay, number 4. I'm just going to go like this just to help separate our work. All right, same thing. We want to get rid of the square root, so we're going to square both sides. So that gives us 5x minus 1 equals, and 13 squared is 169. To solve this, we have to add the 1 over since it's subtracting, and that gets us 170. And then we're dividing by 5 because it's multiplied. And 170 divided by 5 is 34. So that's the answer we're getting. So then we check it. So 5 times 34, 5 times the x, so I'm going to skip some steps, is 170. So we have 170 minus 1 equals 13. That gives us 169. And the square root of 169 is 13, so we're good. Okay. What side it's on doesn't matter. So I'm just going to skip to number 6 so I don't lose you with all these examples and you hopefully don't quit the video. All right, when you do this, in the first step it says here, make sure the radical is isolated. And that's just saying it's only a radical on that one side. There's nothing added. There's nothing added to it. There's nothing subtracted to it. Nothing. Okay, so the radical equals a number or something, but it's just the radical. So in this situation, we have a 1 sitting there. Well, the 1 needs moved over, and it's positive. So the opposite of positive is negative. So then we have negative x plus 2 equals 3. That negative's still there, okay? You don't add this over because there's a negative symbol, and that's what you see. 1's positive, so the opposite is subtracting. And then you're going to switch the signs or divide by negative 1. So you get the square root of x plus 2 equals negative 3. Well, here's an issue. Radicals, square roots, cannot equal a negative number, and I'm just going to prove why. If we square this, you get x plus 2 equals 9, because negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Subtract the 2 over, and you get 7. Well, if we check it, we get 1 minus the square root of 7 plus 2 equals 4. 7 plus 2 is 9, square root of 9 is 3, so we have 1 minus 3 equals 4, and 1 minus 3 is negative 2. This is an extraneous solution. It's not real. This is fake. Okay, this is a fake answer. It doesn't work. So there's no solution because there's an extraneous solution. I'm going to say that again. I'm not writing it. There's no solution because there's an extraneous solution. Okay. That's the end of the first video. Hope to see you in the next one. I'm only going to do a few examples there too.